Hey everyone, Joe here with an update on Tuesday's storm because some of the computer models came in on Thursday and showed snow, even heavy snow for New Jersey. So we're going to talk about that, talk about my favorite scenario for this, and we'll talk about this right here as well, our forecast timeline. Today, we're showing off the scenarios. Friday, I can tell you whether or not the storm is on or off. If we need a snow map, it'll come out on Sunday. And then we'll talk about the storm details as well. And we'll tune up the forecast on Monday as we go into our storm Tuesday, right before Valentine's Day. This is scenario one. It's a weaker storm. It's closer to the coast. Because it's weaker, it can't really generate a lot of strong winds that maybe could pull some of that colder air from Canada. And because the storm is closer to the coast, we talk about generally more east or northeast winds coming from the onshore direction, and that means it's above freezing for us. So it's plain rain in New Jersey, except for the far northwest corner of the state. Here's scenario two. It's a stronger storm further away from the coast. Now, because it's a stronger storm, it can kind of generate its own cold air. But because it's further away from the coast, we're talking about more winds coming out of the north as opposed to the east, and that means more cold air to work with. Probably what happens in this scenario is that when the precipitation's heavy, it comes as snow. And then when it lightens up, it falls as rain. It's a dynamic cooling process. That's what we call it. And these are typically how we snow in maybe late October or early November, maybe at the end of the snow season, getting into later March. Not usually something we see in early February. Now, there's also scenario three, which is we completely miss out on this storm, but that's my least favorite scenario. All the major computer models are showing some precipitation for us. It's the U.S. against the world. The United States' GFS model saying, hey, we can see that heavy snow mixing with rain. The other computer models saying plain rain. I tend to lean in the world category with this. I find it hard to believe we're going to see a good amount of snow falling, if any. Think about how warm it's going to be this weekend. Temperatures in the 50s, low temperatures well above 32. We would really need to generate a lot of colder air to see that snow. I think more than likely what happens, this storm passes pretty much as rain. And then as we get into Valentine's Day and after that, we get into that colder pattern, which maybe could support a storm if one was to come through and bring snow in that scenario. So we'll continue to update this though for you. We'll have more details on our website, pressofac.com/weather, and check out our Across the Sky podcast when you can. New episodes every Monday.